Hello and welcome to another episode of the Tejano Traveler. I'm your host Wally, and today I'm with my beloved brother Luis in Austin, Texas at the Wonderspaces place. This Wonderspace place is an awesome place to go and view some interactive art, like this rising sun that you can control. If you ever wanted to see the sun just go crazy, this is the place. Also, don't bounce the ball like I did. You'll get in trouble. So read the rules. Well, pretty much as long as you keep your hands to yourself and don't do anything bad, you won't get in trouble like I did. But this place is full of different installations that you can interact with. This one was my favorite by far. Just hanging lights. I felt like I was out in space and walking through it as a big giant celestial being. I could have spent all day just walking back and forth here. It truly was my favorite. So whoever did this, thank you. I love you. Marry me. But look at those lights. They change color, they change hues, depending on where you're walking. It's pretty awesome. I could just imagine growing old inside of this place by myself. But lots of people come here, and it's a fun place to go to and get your Instagram pictures, your Twitter pictures, your TikTok pictures. It's about $20-$25 to get in, but they constantly change the exhibit, so it's not always the same thing. So what you see in this video may be completely different from when you go. They switch things out. I think they have like a new exhibit every season or something like that. This is another one where you can paint with your hands from far away. So just depending on the movement of your hands and your shadows and what's on the screen, it'll do it for you. It's kind of fun to just be silly and splash color here and there just by the wave of your hand. My brother was visiting because we were going to the Team USA Granada game, so it was nice having him here and watching him just relax and be away from having any obligations for a while and just take in the whole Austin weirdness thing, which he seemed to enjoy. He's like a little kid. Look at that. Of course my art was better than his, but that's a different thing. They also have this huge bubble thing, which I loved. It's made out of plastic bags, and it's got an air conditioner blowing through it, so it's nice and cool in there. But not only that, you get to feel like you're in some sort of weird womb, and you're just in there, maybe like some giant monster ate you, and you're just hanging out there, Instagramming for the place. It's pretty cool. And it's a lot bigger than you think it is. Like, I mean, this makes it look a bit smaller, and that also makes it look a bit smaller, but once you actually stand next to it, it's pretty big. This was a sewing machine opera, which if you listen closely while you're there, you can hear them play music by how fast their needle is. And that is blue block, which I liked. They had the blues going back and forth. It's a cool little tiles, and they have different patterns. It's definitely a place to hang out, but an epileptic's nightmare, probably. But as you can see, it's pretty big, and the colors and the lights change. It's very Atari for me for some reason, which I liked. And of course, it's a pretty cool place to just be and be silly and interact with the art, which is what I'm trying to do here. A little dancing, a little modeling, a little posing, just to get in the mood of this place. Definitely a place I'm going to visit again in a year to see what has changed. Then we have these threads. That's what they are. They're just different colored threads, and they're go from the ceiling to the bottom, and it creates this really cool illusion as you pass through it. But all those are threads, different colored threads. And then they have a VR thing you can do where you sit on a couch and you can sort of rotate around the couch to see a 360-degree virtual reality world. This is what the 90s were talking about. It just took 30 years to get there. And it's pretty cool. You get to see flying things and swimming things, but it doesn't last forever, and eventually it kicks you out. Then we have a wall where people recommend songs to play. Of course, I chose Mexican music. And then this cool black and white strobe light effect thing, which was mesmerizing. Look at these people. They're just mesmerized. The Quetzalcoatlus could come and swoop down on them and take them away, and they wouldn't even notice. And I fell victim to it too. There I am, mesmerized by the black and white strobe light effect. It's just pretty cool to look at. It looks 3D once you're there. I think it's because it's frames within frames within frames, which is kind of freaky once you think about it. And you just get lost in the different patterns and end up staring into the void and seeing yourself. Then they had this trippy animated feature while you're there, which was pretty good, about a raccoon. And this is your last words. What would you like for people to remember you for? And then people put it there, and it's their last, what they think their last words are going to be when they die. I wonder what my brother put. One of these days I will find out. Hopefully. And then from up there you can see the light exhibit, which I love so much. You can see what it looks like from up on top. As you can see, the colors keep changing randomly, but within order, which is pretty cool. So I had to go back down there one more time before we left and just walked around without having to worry about filming. Thankfully my brother was there to take film of me while I enjoyed all the colors, all the spectacle, all the coolness of all the lights. Like I said, I could definitely spend all my life just standing in there. Anyways, thanks for watching. Go to this place, it's a pretty cool place. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye-bye.